Yo, what's going on, guys? Joey Sugarbuck is back here with another video for you guys. Today, guys, it is back. As you can see, I am in my same California place that I was in last year, and it's back again, guys. It's been a year. Guys, I'm going to be doing my personal Hall of Fame game preview and the Ravens game-by-game predictions. So let's jump right on into it, guys. So today, coming up in just a couple hours, a little bit less, we got the Falcons facing off against the Broncos. Now, usually I would not be as excited about this, except on the Broncos. We all know Joe Flacco traded to the Broncos. He is the starting QB. So I'm really curious to see if he's going to even play at all today. Because it is the Hall of Fame game. So I'm not sure if he's going to play at all. But, man, I really want to see Flacco play, man. That would be so cool seeing him play in a different uniform. That would just be awesome. And the Falcons, do I think that Matt Ryan will play today? No, not really. I think so. I don't even know. Oh, Matt Shaw, I think, is the Falcons' backup QB. I think he will play like a solid first quarter and start the game. But I think that the starting running backs, I don't even know if Devonta Freeman is still there, but Tevin Coleman, etc. I think that they probably will start a little bit. They probably will play. I think that we'll see them in the first few drives, maybe even just the first drive. I think we'll see them. I don't know about Julio Jones, though. I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the game. You gotta be careful with him when it comes to him getting hurt. But I don't know. We may see him play a drive or two, but you never know. It just comes to who's gonna. I mean, the coach decides, obviously, but it depends on how important the Hall of Fame game is to the coach. So some coaches think, okay, this is a great opportunity to play the stars. Let's give them at least several drives to kick off the year. But then some other coaches are kind of whatever. It's the Hall of Fame game. Starters don't play. So I don't really know. I don't know what Dan Quinn, and actually I don't even know who the Broncos head coach is because they fired Vance Joseph, I'm pretty sure. But I don't even know who their coach is. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game, man. Football is back. Yeah, I guess when it comes to watching the Ravens games, it hasn't been as long because we had an extra weekend this time because we made the wild card. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Hall of Fame game. It's super exciting, and I'm so excited even though it's not the Ravens. Sure, even if they didn't have Flacco and there were no former Ravens players, it's still fun to see football resume, even though it's mostly backups and third and fourth string, etc. So I would guess I don't think that Matt Ryan will play, but if he does play a drive or two, I will not be shocked. So let's just put it out there. I will not be shocked. So it just depends, really. But I think that it should be more exciting. I'm a Ravens fan saying this. Last year's Hall of Fame game was a little bit boring. What was it? I think the Ravens won 17-16 or something. Because, yeah, it was 17-10. The Bears got a touchdown, tried to go for two because it's a Hall of Fame game. No one cares if they didn't get it. It was a touch boring, but, whatever. It was exciting at the same time, though, because we got to see Lamar Jackson make his first appearance. But, I'm hoping that it's a little more exciting this year, but whatever. It's the Hall of Fame game, first game. Everyone probably will be a little bit rusty besides training camp and practice, whatever. So that is that. Just so you guys know, I should say, I'm not going to be doing a recap of the game, I don't think, by live stream. Maybe I'll do a post-game video. I doubt I will, but I might. But I'm still trying to install this live stream webcam thing because I don't want to rat on myself here, but I used to live stream on my phone, but now, unfortunately, YouTube, they only let you do that when you have 1,000 or more subscribers, so unfortunately, I do not have that quite yet, so I cannot live stream on my phone, and I'm trying to install the live stream on this computer, which I'm using to record videos right now. I'm trying to get that live stream set up on here, but once I do, it should be even better because the camera will be bigger. You should be able to see me more. I've noticed that when it's on my phone, it's a really closed space and you can't see as well. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm really hoping I can get it I can get it installed before the first regular season game, because Ravens games I hope to do a recap after every single game, regardless if we win or lose. So yes, that should be something to certainly keep in mind. And yeah, so that's just about it for the Hall of Fame game. Should be exciting. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And that's just about it. So let's jump right on into the Ravens game by game predictions. All right, guys. So game one. Now, keep this in mind. As we get closer to the game itself, my picks will likely change. I'm not doing score, but I said this last year. I'm not doing score yet. It is way too early to lock that in. But I can, free agency is about to come to an end. I mean, first game's today, so I mean, you can get an idea of what teams might be doing. So I'm going to just give it my best guess, and these will likely change. So if our first game is at the Dolphins. If I feel like actually the Dolphins may be the better team, I may go with them, or it depends really. I'm just saying it now, but expect some changes. So first game, guys, we are going to Miami to play the Dolphins week 1. So this is going to be a big game for Lamar Jackson, because it's his first time starting the year on week 1. And yeah, and he's on the road. We're starting it on the road. Not to jinx anything, besides RG3 hurting his thumb, our injuries have been clean so far. Don't want to jinx anything, and I probably already did, but I'm hoping that that should be cool. Nobody is severely hurt besides sprained foot out for a week. That's nothing. I don't call that serious. I don't call anything serious unless it's a month or more. That is certainly significant anyways. So, who do I think is going to win this game? I'm really trying to narrow this down. Who is going to be our starting running back? That will be something to keep in mind for sure. Because we signed Mark Ingram, who's a veteran, and then we also have Gus Edwards and Kenneth Dixon, and both of them, Gus Edwards was undrafted, but Kenneth Dixon was on IR. Yeah, IR to start the year. But then when he came back, he was really good. And so was Gus Edwards. So I'm a little bit confused why we signed a running back, but why not just add some more? And yeah, so we did. I don't know who's going to be the starting running back, though. I don't really think it's fair that we bench Gus Edwards, because that guy was so good to start when he came into the game started starting the running. Sorry, he became the starting running back. I'll put it that way. So the question is, though, I'm just really worried. I'm kind of worried that he's going to become the next Alex Collins. So Alex Collins came in the 2017 season, had a really good year. I mean, really good. But then the next year, last year in 2018, before he got hurt, he got hurt. He was terrible. I mean, he either got hurt or he got benched. Probably benched even, because he was so bad. Our offensive line was not that good either, but it was Collins just could not get anything going. So I'm hoping that Gus Edwards can continue his good stuff and not just stall out and become the next Alex Collins, but I don't know. So, first game against the Dolphins, we always start off rocky. I don't remember the last time we were on the road to start. I guess it was 2017. Oh, well, it was only 2 years ago, actually. We went to Cincinnati the first game. Gonna have to go with the Dolphins here. Lamar Jackson starting on the road, first week. I don't think I'll have a bad game, but I am going to go with the Dolphins here for the first one. Next game, this will be an interesting one. We're home against Arizona, playing against Terrell Suggs, former team, and Michael Floyd, who used to be on the Cardinals and is now with us. So it's going to be a show-off here. That's going to be a very interesting game. I don't even know if Larry Fitzgerald is still there. I think he is. As of now, I haven't heard that he wasn't. I mean, he's getting kind of old, though, but our corners still have to play strong and not let anything go deep. So I am going to give us the win here. I don't see us starting 0-2. That's a little bit too much, I think. So I'm going to go with the Ravens here. So 1-1. Next, oh boy, we are back, man. I'll tell you what. If the Ravens win this game, we have a new rivalry. Ravens at the Chiefs, week 3. Last year, we should have won the game. We should have came into Arrowhead and knocked them out and beaten them by a touchdown. But C.J. Mosley decided to fall on the ground, and then we gave up a touchdown. And we screwed up. Jackson turned the ball over, and we lost the game. Don't even want to repeat that. That was so upsetting, mostly because as soon as Lamar Jackson threw that touchdown pass to John Brown, I was like, holy crap, we might actually do it. But no, of course not. So, and that game fired up people. It fired a ton of people up. And I actually take it back. If this is another, thrilling game, regardless, even if the Chiefs win again, which I think they probably will, I actually think that the rivalry will officially have begun because Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, obviously Patrick Mahomes is quite a bit better, but still, I feel like they're both similar QBs. They're pretty mobile, but yeah, Mahomes obviously throws the ball better, but Jackson's learning to throw it more, and I'm hoping that pays off. But yeah, it's gonna become a rivalry. I really do. We're in Kansas City. It's gonna be a tough game, man. Really tough. I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs. This may change, but as of right now, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. So, off to a kind of a rough start, 1-2. Next, we're home against the Browns. Another rivalry. This has begun. I know it was only one game. This rivalry has so began. Baker Mayfield against Lamar Jackson. Obviously, we're in the same division, so we're kind of automatically rivals. But Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson, big rivalry going right here. Home against Cleveland. The Browns are looking scary this year. Baker Mayfield, and you got OBJ on the team. Plus, you still have pretty good receivers. Perriman, who sucked with us, was actually pretty good with the Browns last year. Think you still have Jarvis Landry and maybe Antonio Callaway. I'm not sure. I think one of those two may have left. But you also have David Njoku, who's I actually think he's an underrated tight end. I think he's pretty good. So that's certainly going to be something to keep in mind. Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, I guess those are their running backs or something. But yes, this will be a very interesting game. Gonna be a really good game. Gonna go with the Ravens here. Makes us 2-2. But all these games are going to be nail-biters, man. I'm telling you. Next game, we are at the Steelers. I'm looking at the schedule, and I think we get a little bit of an easier schedule to finish off the year, not to jinx anything, but we have a really tough schedule for the first half, even into the second half, if you ask me. We're at the Steelers. Oh, boy. This is our game. This is our chance to prove that we are the better team than the Steelers. Right now, it's opinion-based. I feel like, I don't think we'll be able to prove it for a full-on fact, but if we beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh this year, I think it is safe to say that the Ravens are genuinely a better team than the Steelers. I'm really hoping that we can pull this game off. I really think that we can. Lamar Jackson should have settled into playing road games already, and we should be able to pull this one off. But it's going to be super tough. Because, it's really tough to stop Antonio Brown. But I'm really curious to see what we're going to be able to do. Since that we've improved our secondary, we got Earl Thomas. Obviously, we lost Eric Weddle, but I guess Earl Thomas is getting a little bit old, but it's still doable. We have Kenny Young as a linebacker and Nicholas Grisby. We just signed Patrick Owasso. I'm really hoping that our secondary can improve and shut down the deep passing game, besides check down. So, we're in Pittsburgh. I'm going to have to go with the Steelers here. So that makes us 2-3. So a pretty mediocre team so far. Next, though, home against the Bengals. I'm going for it all. Bengals washed up. Andy Dalton sucks, okay? I'd say, I'm trying to think of a QB to top him of the worst QBs because he is so bad. He's one of the worst QBs in the league, if you ask me. So, Andy Dalton, we're home against the Bengals, and now AJ Green, their star wide receiver, is out for several games. So this should be a fairly easy win. We're at home, gonna go with the Ravens here, and hopefully it's not that close. So we're 3-3, but then I'd say the toughest game of the year, maybe. We are at Seattle the next week. This is going to be a show. Even though I think the Seahawks will certainly win, it is going to be such a good game. Seeing Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson go off, dude, that is going to be awesome to watch. I am so excited for it. Besides, we'll probably get whipped, but it'll still be so fun to see it. So, let's look into this. Russell Wilson, I think that he is an underrated QB. He is good. Quite good. He essentially carried the Seahawks last year. He can run, and he can throw the ball pretty well, too. He's got a good arm. I am a fan of Russell Wilson. I hate the Seahawks to death, but I do kind of like Russell Wilson. He's a good player, and he's a pretty good guy, I think. So, our defense, this is going to be high scoring. I don't think the Seahawks defense is that good, plus they just lost Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas going against his old team, by the way. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any defense here. No way. I'm not going to say scores yet, but I don't think that there's going to be any defense whatsoever. I'm going to go with the Seahawks to pull this one off, but high scoring. Okay. Then we have a bye week. So 3-4 going into the bye week. I'm really hoping that I'm not predicting right, because that's very mediocre. Okay. Oh boy. Rivalry renewed. Dude, we have so many quote-unquote rivalry games this year. Home. Sunday Night Football against the Patriots, boy. Oh, I can't wait to see this one too. Tom Brady going off against Lamar Jackson. That is going to be such a fun game to watch. Now, Gronk retired. He was over the hill anyways. Julian Edelman. Hate the guy, okay? He's disgusting. But I think he's a little bit overrated, but he's not as overrated as I used to think he was. That guy is a good player. He can catch, he can block, he can essentially do everything. He is good. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Patriots lost Chris Hogan, if I recall correctly. But I think they still have Cordarrelle Patterson, who could play special teams and be a wide receiver. They have good running backs, Sony Michel, James White, who could be a receiving back too. So they have a really good offense. Their defense does not scare me. I don't think that their defense is that good, so I'm going to go with high scoring again here. I don't think our defense will be quite as good this year as it has, but I think the offense really needs to step up. It was pretty good last year, especially when Lamar Jackson came in, but I think that I think it's going to be more an offensive year than a defensive year this year. But anyways, yes, I am going with the Ravens in this one, man. We have a bye week before, home on Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a show. But I'm going to go with the Ravens to eat this out. Now, remember, this can change. But as of right now, I'm going to go with the Ravens 4-4. The next weekend, I should say, we're on the road against the Bengals again. I'm guessing AJ Green will probably be back by then, but I still don't think that it's going to make a big difference. Sure, their offense will be better, but Andy Dalton is still so bad and overrated, if anything. So I'm going to go with the Ravens here, 5-4. Then, this is going to be interesting. Home against the Texans. So, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here. Because Deshaun Watson, we saw him for I think 6 games or something in 2017, I'm pretty sure. And he was really good. Then he tore his ACL. And we're always like, oh, when he comes back, don't worry, the Texans are going to be so good. Last year, the Texans still made it to the wild card, but Deshaun Watson sucked. He had a really bad year. He was overhyped, I'd say. A lot of people, even Texans fans, they're admitting that they overhyped him a little bit. Even I did. I actually was pretty impressed with him, but for the first 6 games, but yeah, he was overhyped because he was quite mediocre last year. We're home against the Texans. Got to go against, I'd say, the best wide receiver in the game, DeAndre Hopkins. So I'm going to go with reasonably high scoring here, but not quite as high scoring as the past couple of games. I'm going to give the Ravens the win here because I think that we should be able to pull it out. So I think that makes us 6-4. Now, going into the next weekend, this is going to be super tough. Monday Night Football at the Rams. Yes, that will be super hard, man. Really hard to do. We're in LA. You guys all know it's going to be high scoring too. Well, here's the problem though. The Rams do not have a bad defense, and their offense is ridiculous. Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, who I think is pretty good. People are hating on him, but I think he's pretty good. Todd Gurley, Jared Goff. I think you saw Robert Woods, Brendan Cooks, if he's still there. I'm not sure that he is. But regardless, the Rams are just such a good team. So I'm not sure if this game will be that close. Going to give the Rams kind of by a landslide. Next weekend, home against the 49ers. I'm going to be against my big brother in this one. I would say we're at home, thank God. Hey, no, it's Nick Mullins, right? I keep on getting the QBs backwards between the Jets QB and the 49ers QB. Sam Darnold and Nick Mullins. I can't remember which one. I think pretty sure it's Nick Mullins for the 49ers, if I recall correctly. So, will he be good? I actually think that he could be. The 49ers may actually be something this year, but nothing fancy. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I think we'll be able to pull this one out. 7-5. Next game, at the Bills. This is going to be a show because we owned the Bills week 1 last year. We're going to be in Buffalo. I'm going to have to go with the Ravens, though. It's kind of going to be a slugfest of a game, I don't think. Kind of a sloppy one. I think both QBs will be pretty bad. But I am going to go with the Ravens here. So we're 8-5. Then we're home on Thursday Night Football against the Jets. Jets will be good this year, okay? Sam Darnold, if I recall correctly, Le'Veon Bell, got C.J. Mosley. Jets are going to be good this year. This is going to be another show. I really can't wait for it. But I am going to go with the Ravens because we're at home. We should be able to eat this one out. So, we are 9-5. But the next weekend I should say, we are in Cleveland against the Browns. I am going to have to pull the trigger and go with the Browns here. We're on a red hot streak, by the way. Really hot. I mean, we lost because I have us in the second. But this isn't. I'm kind of doing this based off of what we've done in previous years. We're always kind of sloppy in the first half, and then in the second half, after a bye week, we are really good. Really, really solid. We only lose 1 or 2 games in the second half, which seems like a lot, but it's actually pretty good as long as we win a few in the first half. So, I think that we're in Cleveland, gonna be a really good game, but after we beat the Browns, at least I think we will, in Baltimore several weeks back, gonna have to go with the Browns here. They're at home, and they got a really good offense. Not sure about their defense, but we'll have to see. Gonna go with the Browns here. So we're 9-6, just as we have been in several previous years. Then week 17, home against Pittsburgh. Dang it, we need to pull this out. We have to pull this out. And this is going to be a big division fight. I think the Steelers are not going to win the division. I think the duel is going to be between the Browns and the Ravens. But we're going to have to see. It's in Baltimore. We had already played them before. And I think that, I don't even know who I picked. I'm pretty sure I picked the Steelers. But, I'm going to have to go with the Ravens here. We're at home. We always are a little bit sloppy in our last game at home, but I am going to have to go with the Ravens here. So we finish off our season 10-6 again. But I'm really hoping that we're better than that this year. I want us to be a dominating team, a team that wins a lot and goes 12-4, 11-5 at worst. I'm really hoping that we're one of those teams this year, but God knows what's going to happen. So, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I am out. Peace out. Have a great day, and thanks so much for watching.